started, and the first match, which is between Jason Merlo and Ju Min Kyung, is going on. Jason Merlo has already won round 1. The second round is inside the straps, and both athletes are on one foul already. I hope the audio is okay. I hope the video is okay. Few people have already joined. The pay-per-view link is pinned at the top of the chat. Joe, yes, my pay-per-view is working fine, brother. In fact, it is one of the best video qualities that you are ever going to see. Like, I've never seen this kind of quality on any other pay-per-view, to be honest. Second round. Jason Merlo has the strap this time. Ju Min Kyung on the left. I was confused between Bak Seong-yeol and Ju Min Kyung. In the video, I said that Ju Min Kyung has already had good matches at Knuckle Up. I was thinking about Bak Seong-yeol, who Ryan Bowen beat. Wow, his wrist is flopped. Even after an early start, Jason Merlo flopped the wrist, but Ju Min got lucky and he got the restart. The first match is going on, Brook OP, between Jason Merlo and Ju Min from South Korea. I forgot, right now I remember that I've done one interview live on this channel with Ju Min Kyung. If you want, if you're interested after this live stream ends, maybe you get some time today, tomorrow, some other day, please try to find that in my live streams. I've done one interview with this guy. Awesome person. I'm not sure if he got that. How much was that? $90,000 pay-per-view, not pay-per-view, prize money, the arm wrestling event which was streamed online. He goes for a flop press. One more foul. Moving in referee's grip. So it was an early start, third foul on Ju Min. It looks like his wrist is gone, so he's going straight for the flop press, but he's moving early, so foul because of that. 2-0 Jason Merlo. Only one round left for the Korean. "21 people have joined. Once again, pay-per-view, live stream commentary. Out of nowhere, just created it few minutes ago. And had some food. Some is still remaining. Brook OP. So I just made a video about this. I'm not sure if you have watched it or not, but the thing is that we need to support these pay-per-views, and I should be doing more than I've done, because in the past I used to make a lot of videos about or live streams about the Knuckles Up event, but this time I didn't. We have to talk about these events more. As I mentioned in the video, SHISHIDO is here, PLAMEM DMITROV is here, Yordan TSONEV is here. So all of three of these guys and many others as well, which have competed in the past and which will be competing, who will be competing in the future, they've been banned from the big pay-per-view events like East versus West or King of the Table. So if at a high level stage with good enough production quality, if we want to see these two arm wrestlers compete, there are very few options left with us. So we need to kind of capitalize on those options. And this is one of the following opportunities. I myself did not look at it at that way. I was like, if we're not going to purchase these pay-per-views, then where are these banned athletes going to compete? Like, there needs to be a place for them. There needs to be a place where the enemies of the sport can compete. Why they were banned? Because they had some federation issues with the WAF organization, and more with the president of WAF, who is also from Bulgaria. They're taking way too much rest, man. This stuff I do not like. Even if it is the most important match in the world, I would like to see the rest period, the time period allowed for that, being followed strictly. As I've mentioned before as well, I don't care if the rest period is 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 120, or even if it is 3 minutes. I don't care. It's 100% up to the promoter. But we as fans can and definitely should complain if they're not enforcing that time period. This looks like maybe a 3-minute rest to me. And it shouldn't be that much. Flop press looks like it is going to be a slip. Yep. Slip. So Jason was calm, always composed. Jumin hit the flop press and Jason was in this position, and then he slowly pulled out of that while he was still about at least 3-4 inches above the pin pad. But you have to be careful with these kind of slips. If the guy has good finger pressure, good containment with the flop press, sometimes it becomes difficult. And you don't realize that until you are very close to the pin pad. Then you try to go up and it doesn't work. It stops working. Then you realize that, man, you're pinned. You're pinned in this position, and it's not really good. Juditha is the referee here. And the down referee, I don't know his name. So third round of the first match of Knuckles up 4. Once again, I'll put some weight on this commentary regarding the quality of the event. Perfect video quality, perfect audio quality. Even the graphics of the matches, though, those are also looking awesome. I saw a post today on Reddit. Somebody was mentioning that if Knuckles Up had the same level of athletes as East vs West, it would be a much better production. And looking at this, yeah, man, the lighting, the video is just perfect. The background is plain, not filled with sponsors' names, so it's very clearly distinguished because the background is black, the t-shirts are white, which athletes are wearing. So you can clearly see what's going on. Flop press versus top roll. Jason MERLO also almost gets the job done. Jumin in a terrible position, terrible arm break position, but he has stopped the match about an inch above the pad. Elbow foul. One more elbow foul from Jumin Kyung. So the position was like this, completely turned palm over, no pronation, no cupping, and an inch above the pad, just like that. He did stop him for some time, but it was not in a position where your opponent can get tired. Even if you're close to the pad, but you're somewhat like this, you have little bit of pronation left, not completely like this. If you're like this and in this position, it is possible to gas your opponent out from there. But this time it was nothing close to that. पानी ले थोड़ा सा. Why Krasimir and Svetkov not banned? Because they are on the good side of the federation. They're okay with the president of the federation. But these three guys, and maybe even more, some relatively lesser known names, they were against the federation. This match is taking way too long, man. Just a foul, and it's already like a couple of minutes since the last foul. Okay, Matt Connolly is also doing live commentary. That's good. That guy is working hard, man. He's working hard on his YouTube. Round 3 and most likely the final round of the first match of Knuckles Up 4 pay-per-view. Jason MERLO on the left, Jumin on the right with a strap on his hand and one foul on his side. Goes for the flop press, gets pulled out of it. One more elbow foul. Second elbow foul on the Korean. He looks disappointed. He looks heartbroken. He's thinking right now, how do I get out of this horrible position in which either I put myself in, or I've been forcefully put by Jason MERLO. It looks more like the second one. He just does not have any option against Jason, against the taller arm top roller. He isn't even trying to keep his hand. He's just dumping it right off the go. But this time a change in strategy. The body is leaning slightly backward. So is he going for a posting style top roll? Clearly this is not a flop press position. This is not a flop press position. Let's see what Jumin has in his mind. Maybe going for a top roll this time. Already dropping his weight. Going for a top roll this time. Let's see if the strategy change works. Nope, it didn't. Flash pin by Jason MERLO. The flop press option would have been better, but still, I will still say that it's better to lose in a different way in the final round than to try to repeat the same thing over and over again. Then there will be some doubts in your mind as to maybe you could have done something if you changed the strategy. But right now there are no doubts left. First match is over. Jason MERLO is your winner, 3-0. Right now he's with the promoter, the owner of Knuckles, of Will Blazinski, whose microphone is not working. They've got like now 3 microphones on the stage. No, this one is working. Good. I'll let you know what Jason is saying. But first, let me listen. Knuckles up trophy. Is it what? The brass knuckles? Punching knuckles? Look something similar. He didn't really say much, and to be honest, I couldn't even listen to what he was saying. So if you want to watch the full list of the matches in order have been mentioned in the description of this live stream, so you can go there and watch. James Wall versus Craig Tullier is the second match. James Wall had a good match against RVJ at the Arm Gods event where he lost 3-1, but the matches were hook wars. And RVJ has had similar matches in the past against Craig Tullier. In the hook, he has lost to RVJ and he has defeated him as well. So if the strength changes which these 3 athletes have experienced are similar, then I'll have to say that this match can also be pretty close. But the favorite has to be Craig Tullier, despite being the slightly smaller man in this match. He's about 5 kilos lighter, I guess. Craig Tullier. The man doesn't get old, the man doesn't get weak, the man doesn't even get slow with the age. His speed is still there. The first hit is still there. The second hit is still there. So James Wall does not only have to stop one hit, but he has to stop the second hit as well if he wants to have any chance in this match. Man, I'm having a really difficult time speaking because I have cold. The graphic which shows the height and weight and stats of the athletes, it was cool, but it was shown for like 1 second. How am I supposed to read anything there? James Wall is on the left and Craig Tullier is on the right. But I don't think the side of the table is going to matter a lot in this match, and I don't even think the strap is even going to be applied because both of them do like to arm wrestle in the hook. I'm chewing some bread omelette. That's what I'm chewing. I didn't get enough time to eat food today. That's why I started I was late starting the stream. "50 viewers have joined finally. Round 1. James Wall versus Craig Tullier. Hook battle. Wow, the match has stopped in the center. Right now it's over. It's over. If James Wall can stop Craig's hit, I think he can get the job done. Now Craig is on the defensive. He's very close to losing this match. Still somehow manages to hang in the match in very ugly position. James Wall gets the job done. Round 1 in a hook. Wow. Craig hit sideways, but not much moved, man. Not much moved. He stopped the match. And then he pinned him. भाई तुम बड़े अलग किस्म के हो. Okay. Thank you, Kalin Panga, for giving me more credit. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such viewers will experience. No, bro. Come on, man. So things are looking difficult for Craig Tullier right now because not the only expectation, but this is one thing that we were expecting from him, and it was his speed. And the speed was kind of cancelled. It was denied there by James Wall in the first round. James Wall is also 39 years old. He's not young. Not young. Things are looking difficult for Craig as of now. I'm not even getting new comments, so is the stream frozen or what? Can you guys see me? 10 viewers have dropped. No. I think they're back again. भाई एक मैच कर लो. ओके किससे कहाँ पे? I'm physically the weakest, which I have been in like last maybe 6, 7, 8 years or 10 years. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Second round, James Wall versus Craig Tullier. So finally they've changed the camera angles. It was like too far away. Now it's good. Now it's good. The high five. Wow. James Wall initiates with an offensive hook and Craig couldn't keep his elbow on the pad. James is showing the confidence. First round, he went for the stop. Now he's hitting aggressively. And in fact, during the press conference, he did say that I am faster than you, Craig. Craig didn't believe it. The fans did not believe it. But in this second round, he was in fact faster. How much of that is speed? How much of that is reaction time? And more importantly, how much of that is confidence because of the first round victory? Speed has a lot to do with confidence. This time Craig on the offensive. James has stopped the match. Craig is on the offensive. Elbow foul from Craig. Wow. So the down referee gave it as an elbow foul, and the head referee gave it a pin, and then they changed they combined the decision or changed the decision of the down referee, and it is given as a pin for Craig. To me, it looked like an elbow foul before. At least they needed to see it. How many pay-per-view does Knuckles Up sell? Man, it should be pretty bad. I'm not sure. I don't want to guess. But it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. I'll be surprised if they even sell 1,000 pay-per-views for this one. That will be shocking number for me. Okay. Bowen will get sharked. Yes, he will. Like, I'm not even sure if Ryan Bowen could have defeated Andrey Shark at the same weight. And now Andrey Shark is like 8 kilos heavier than him. Or 9 kilos heavier than him, yeah. 8 kilos. So I'm not really sure how Bowen is planning on winning this match against a more physically, athletically superior arm wrestler. East versus West, if we're talking about big matches like Devon versus Levan, I think it was close to 50,000 pay-per-views, maybe even more than that. Devon versus Levan first match was little over 40,000 pay-per-view sales at King of the Table. And other than that, if Dennis is not there, if Devon is not there, then maybe they can expect somewhere between 10 to 15,000 pay-per-view sales. And if some big matches, John Brezink, Michael Todd, and all of them are there, then maybe over 15, but less than 20,000 sales. This is what they can expect. Craig Tullier is on the offensive once again. James Wall is hanging on for dear life. He's about to get pinned. Elbow foul by Craig Tullier. Wow, he was fighting for his life there. If Craig didn't elbow foul in next couple of hits, he could have got the job done. But the hook match was still about 15 seconds, so it was a long match. Restart. The score is 1-1 and Craig is on one foul. These numbers which I've told you, it can be off, but I am almost certain that it's still within like 20% of what I mentioned. So if I mentioned 20,000, it can be between 16 and 24,000, but not further away than that. Hook match again. Craig almost pins James. James is talking with the referee about the elbow, but the elbow is perfectly fine. He's on the defensive. Damn, this is a bad position. Another elbow foul on Craig. Wow. This match is becoming interesting. Craig doesn't care about the elbows. When the North Americans predict Craig Tullier's matches, they always say, if Craig can keep his elbow on the pad, just like Marcio Barboza, who is also going to be arm wrestling tonight. If Craig or if Marcio can keep his elbow on the pad, then he's going to win this match. And it's a terrible thing to say, man. When you have like 3 decades of arm wrestling experience and you cannot keep your elbow on the pad, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Utilizing the elbow fouls and then winning the match, it's a different thing. But fouling again and again and then finally losing it, it's pretty bad. Disrespectful to your legacy. Marcio can't keep your elbow on the pad. How much the athletes will be paid, I'm not sure, bro. Elbow foul. No. Early movement on James. 1 warning. Not a foul, it's just a warning. How much athletes will be paid in today's event? No idea. But I think everyone on this card should be below $4,000. That's my expectation. Hook match, dead center. This time Craig is in trouble. This time he's on the defensive and James just needs to keep his elbow on the pad and stay patient. James is attacking and he gets the pin. 2-1 James Wall. This match is getting interesting. No, who is talking about Craig Tullier's rematch with Samushia? Did anyone mention that? If you are asking me, then Craig should have never gotten a match against Samushia, not even the first one. So I wouldn't even think about a rematch if I was the organizer. Best top roll technique, Levan Saginashvili. Yeah, since you mentioned best technique and not top roll, maybe Engen can be there, Devon Larratt can be mentioned, Svetan Gasheski can be mentioned. These three have pretty good top rolls. Come on, guys, come back. It has already been almost 2 minutes. What about Irakli? I think he's there. Maybe number 1. Yeah, pound for pound, if we discuss, and technique is difficult to evaluate, man. It's difficult. Like, for example, Rustam Babayev hooked Irakli a couple of times. So, can Devon get hooked in his own weight category? No. Can Levan get hooked in his weight category? No. So if we look at it that way, then... But Irakli for sure is good. He's good. No, you cannot... You can type only every 30 seconds. It's not 2 minutes, bro. Where did you get the 2-minute idea? I honestly thought there will be more people watching, like more than 100, but it's only 54. Not sure why people are not interested, but I didn't even tell anybody that I'm going to do this live commentary. But even if I don't do that, still, there should have been more people than that, because even my regular live streams, they get up to 60, 70, 80 people. This time it's even less than that. Chat away, bro. Chat away, Cloudsfire. Let's see what you have to say now. Round 4, Craig Tullier versus James Wall. Craig is going for the top roll and James is barely slipping. He's barely slipping. I didn't get notification you're live. It's YouTube not pushing out your channel. I'm not sure how this works, because I rarely get anyone's notification when they go live. Like, I never see that. But yeah, channel is also not doing good. There was a time when the subscriber amount was in like 1000 in last 30 days. 1000 subscribers. And right now it's like 80 or something. 80 or 90 subscribers in last 28 days. Pretty bad. If you want hype, put Levan name in live. No, I don't want that kind of hype. Knuckles Up barely does any promotion. I'm not sure how they're able to sustain up to the 4th event. Like, clearly there is no way that the sponsors are making any dollar out of this promotion, and there is no way that they're making even half of the money, even 1/3 of the money that they're spending on the event through the pay-per-view sales. So not sure who's the one who is eventually losing the money by organizing Knuckles Up. One warning, early start on James Wall. This is again absolutely ridiculous. Early movements in referee's grip should not be warnings, man. It should be fouls. Especially when you have 3 fouls. 3 foul system is crazy in itself, and you have 3 fouls and after that you have warnings. That's disgusting, man. Any news against Dennis? Dennis did upload a video on his channel yesterday. I have not watched it yet. So maybe you can tell me by going there and watching. Craig Tullier gets the job done in a hook in the 4th round. The score is even 2-2 now. It looks like James didn't even try that much, but he couldn't hold him. Don't know what happened here. No, the Siplenkov-Chafee match is not happening. Somebody uploaded that fan-made poster of that match asking. But I've been asking for that match for more than a year now. When even before Dennis arm wrestled John Brzezinski, since then I've been talking about this match. John Brzezinski, Dave Chafee, Michael Todd, then Jerry Cadret. These are the names that Dennis should try. Although I do think now that Dennis basically has zero chance against Jerry. Like he couldn't do anything in that match. But still, that is the progression that I would have asked Dennis to maintain. And all of these matches do have some history. The John Brzezinski match had an amazing history, which got solved now. Then Michael Todd match, that match had some history. Then Dennis Siplenkov match, that match had some history. Jerry match, Jerry was also beat by Dennis in the Zloty tour, so that match also had a little bit history. I don't know what Babkin was doing or thinking when he accepted the matches like Devon Larratt and Hermes Gasparini. I mean, come on, bro. What would have you rather liked to see more as a Dennis Siplenkov fan? The second match, Dennis versus Devon, or Dennis versus Michael Todd, or Dennis versus Dave Chafee, the rematches. Because Dennis always used to beat both of these guys. And also Jerry for that matter. Although they arm wrestled only once, I guess. And then the third match, instead of Hermes Gasparini, it could have been either of these names. Jerry, Michael Todd, or Dave Chafee. You have few people because Devon is live now and he's showing his clown move. Devon is live. Okay. Let's see. So one foul on James Wall, and now he gets another warning. Swiss Open Live, 2.6 thousand people watching. Big push. Knuckles up commentary. Yeah. One warning on Craig Tullier. This match has been going on for way too long, man. Way too long. East versus West podcast streamed 2 hours ago. Wow, this time Engin streamed a couple of hours before. I think last time it was right when Knuckles Up pay-per-view was going on. That's when Engin was streaming. Pradeep, your wrist size? Small. Forearm length? Average. I wouldn't say small, but maybe small for forearm length as well. I don't know. If you're talking about this up to fingertip length, then I think it's 50 centimeter. Brian Shaw will be the one to dethrone Levan. Nope, he won't be. Pradeep Engin proposed the Chafee match to Dennis on a live and Dennis agreed. It's bound to happen. When did it happen? When was that live stream? I think Brian Shaw is going to quit before Larry. Larry still arm wrestled for like 4 years before he quit. Brian Shaw is going to do that before that. The last live with Dennis and Engin on Dennis channel, yeah. Yeah, I do remember. They did talk about the Dave Chaffee match. I remember now. I even made a video about it. I think I talked about that subject. Or maybe I didn't. I think I did. How can I forget? James Wall is on a couple of fouls. I think Craig Tullier is on a warning. And we are losing excitement in this match despite it being a 2-2 score. The referees need to be fast. I'm okay with the strictness. The referees are strict, which I really like. But they need to be fast. They need to stop this 2 minutes break between fouls and warnings. If Larrett could hold him at center. Yeah, people do talk a lot about hold him at center for a second prime John could have. Levan? You're talking about Levan? No. Prime John's pronation was never as strong as Devon's pronation. His arm definitely was. Maybe even stronger than Devon, but I don't think his pronation was that good. Craig Tullier was top rolling, but James Wall has put the brakes on and it's an elbow foul and James Wall has lost this super match. Craig Tullier wins this match 3 pins to 2. An upset. We did not think it is going to go like that. It looked like it's going to be James Wall since he put that hook on Craig Tullier, but no, it was the third elbow foul. And the match is basically over. It looks like Craig doesn't know it yet, but he's already the winner of this super match. Do you agree with me that Oleg right now is 2 notches ahead of Devon and Devon will lose? I don't know what 2 notches mean here, but I think it can be a close match. It can be a close match. I don't see Oleg Petrenko going through Devon's King's move 3 times in a row. I don't see that. So Craig Tullier is the winner. There are no reviews taken by James Wall. I would have loved to see the replay. I don't think they showed it. Why did he mention SVETAN GASHWESKI? Did he talk about rematch or something? I think SVETAN cracked Craig Tullier pretty bad last time. They did compete at Knuckles Up if I remember correctly, and SVETAN just destroyed Craig Tullier's wrist. Like it was not close if I remember correctly. Dennis and John Prime was out of top 5 now. Different levels. Dennis Siplenkov's Prime was pretty good. I don't think it was outside of top 5. Arm wrestlers do talk a lot about not stepping on each other's toes. But yeah, Devon couldn't have done anything about this, man. He couldn't have done anything about this. Because he's going to Swiss Open. He decided to compete at the last time. Of course he's going to do live commentary. Of course he will do that. No, not live commentary. I'm doing that. But live streaming. The 170 plus kilos beast MATAEWARANGI Hetamoris from New Zealand. He has had some pretty bad performances recently in last couple of years. To be honest, except for the Ryan Bowen match, I've never seen this guy win. I'm not sure about the result of the Arm Wars match which he had almost a couple of years ago. But I don't think other than Ryan Bowen match he has won any super match. At least not at the big level. John destroyed Irakli's wrist. Yeah, he did. Do you play chess, Pradeep? No, I don't. But if you also don't play chess, then maybe I can mess you up a little bit. But even for that I need to practice for like a week or so. I've only played chess for like 2 weeks. Uh, and that was in 2015. I was quarantined for a couple of weeks. We were many guys. We all were quarantined, and there we used to play chess all day long. For a couple of weeks, I used to play chess for like 4 hours every day, or maybe 3 hours every day. How come you don't participate in the buzz anymore? Good question. Good question. Let's focus on the match first. Then Roy, I'll answer this question. MATAEWARANGI on the left and Toshiyuki Shishido on the right. Toshiyuki Shishido is weighing 130 kilos and his arms look like mine. Like, look at my arms. Just increase the size maybe by a couple of inches, and that's how his arms look like. And he weighs 130 kilos. I'm regular at chess and I would kick your ass. I cannot contest that. Maybe you will. I think this is the match that Heta should win convincingly. Toshiyuki barely won his last match at Knuckles Up. He lost his wrist and then he drove sideways in every single round, Todd Hutchings style, and he got the match that way. And I don't even remember who his opponent was, but I remember the match, how it exactly went. Heta cracks the wrist, elbow foul on him. MATAEWARANGI is looking good, man. His wrist is looking solid. His arm was not opening up. Toshiyuki Shishido is in some big trouble. He'll have to pull out that side pressure move one more time, and even then I don't think it is going to work. Wow. Pin. That's a pin. No. Second elbow foul. Toshiyuki did not have his wrist, and just pure Todd Hutchings style side pressure, he pinned MATAEWARANGI Heta, but once again it was an elbow foul before the pin. That side pressure is looking good, man. It's looking good. Heta caused so much trouble to Todd Hutchings that Todd literally couldn't close his hand the next day after the match. Like, he put so much pressure on Todd's fingers, but still Todzilla won the match with his side pressure. And Shishido has a very similar side pressure. Goes sideways, loses his wrist. Wow, opens up the arm. Full King's move from Heta. Full King's move. Second elbow foul from Shishido. So Heta he stopped it like here in a pronation, top roll position, and then when Shishido was hitting sideways, his arm was opening up like this. His arm was opening up fully like this, but it was still above the pad because the shoulder was kind of almost dropping below the table. I'm not sure if they're going to call it or not, but it looked below the table to me. Paul Italia now will start a war with Devon because of that. Yeah. But if we look at it carefully, whenever there is a super match card, which is kind of known, and this one is kind of known, people know about that, when it is happening, where it is happening, Devon always does give his opinion, his prediction video about the events. Like, he almost always does that. But this time, I don't think he even mentioned anything about Knuckles Up even once. Top roll, King's move, top roll from Heta. Shishido surging sideways, gets the pin. Is that a pin? Nope. It's not a pin. Wow, that's a difficult King's move to beat, man. That King's move is difficult to beat. But great side pressure from Shishido. He needs to get behind his shoulder. Without that, not possible. Third foul. Third elbow foul from Shishido, and winner is Hetamoris. That's a full ass King's move. Like, Devon doesn't King's move that much. Michael Todd didn't King's move that much. Even back in 2018. Like, his arm was fully straight. It was like this. So with just side pressure, it was not possible to go down. He needed to stand up and press. And this is one move which I don't think he has in his arsenal. So that's why it's difficult. So yeah, Roy, to answer your question, how the day when Paul asked me, I want to create a show like this, The Buzz, will you be like interested in joining? I was like, hell yeah, cannot wait. Like, I really like those things. But then he mentioned the times like right after that, and it was like 7 a.m. for me. So Thursday 7 a.m. It's Wednesday for USA or Canada guys, and for me it's Thursday 7 a.m. and about 3 out of 4 weeks I'm working I'm in my office, or about to leave for my office, because I need to reach there at 7:30 a.m. So 3 out of 4 days it's like that, and one out of those 4 opportunities in a month, maybe I like to sleep, because I never sleep before 2 a.m. So if you get one opportunity to sleep until like 8-9 a.m. in a week, and that day you'll have to get up at 6:30 for a podcast, it seems difficult, man. That's the only reason why I think I can say that I'm no longer a part of the Buzz show. I would still like to go if by some magical reason I'm awake at that time and available at that time, but I'm really not available during those timings. I used to manage in the early days. I used to wake up early, but then I just felt absolutely horrible throughout the day, and I realized it's sleeping at 2 a.m. and waking up at 6:30 for a podcast. It's not worth it. I did that for maybe 2-3 months, but no, not possible now. In my opinion, is that their excessive anti-Engin rhetoric is hurting them and pushing people like Devon away. I don't think Knuckles have talked too much about Engin, but they did definitely talk about the possibilities of the matches that they organized, but they tried to organize, but they couldn't because of the contracts issues. So you guys tell me, if you're a late sleeper, if you go to bed at 2 a.m. and then you'll have to go for work for 3 out of the 4 weeks. That one day when you get an opportunity to sleep, would you put an alarm, set an alarm for 6:30 to wake up for an interview at 7 a.m.? For me, it's really difficult. Has Robbie Russell pulled yet? Nope. He's going to pull SVETAN GASHWESKI maybe a couple of matches after this. In the straps, let's see if Shishido can do anything different. His wrist is going to go for sure, but if it goes a little bit later, if he has enough side pressure and pronation, which he has, amazing flash pin from Shishido this time. Wow. He's back. He's back to business. Shishido is amazing, man. Amazing. The amount of side pressure that this guy can generate. Last round, MATAEWARANGI was completely over the top of his hand. So basically he had no pronation, no cupping at all. His wrist got taken away from him. Then still he was driving and fully straightening MATAEWARANGI's arm, fully straightening. But still the height was there from the beast from New Zealand. So his arm was not going down. I'm a night owl, but I really don't function before 12 in the morning, even if I sleep 7 to 9 hours. Yeah, I'm the same, bro. I'm the same. Like for me, not sleeping at all is much much better than sleeping at 2 and waking up at 6:30. If you get what I mean. Sometimes during these live commentaries, I stay awake until like 5 a.m. And if I sleep for 2 3 hours, I feel really bad. And if I don't sleep at all, then I feel much better. Top 5 strongest arm wrestlers of all time. Strongest uh, Levon Saginashvili, Dave Chaffee. No, is Dave Chaffee should be there? Maybe he shouldn't be there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. People used to say that Richard Lupkis was pretty strong back in his prime days. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think he could have beaten, let's say, Devon Larratt of today. So maybe Devon Larratt also should make that list of top 5 strongest arm wrestlers of all time. I'm not sure if Hermes Gasparini's wrist is going to be able to handle that. Can John make that? Not sure. It's still a difficult list to make, man. Only Levon Saginashvili and Denis Siplenkov, these two can for sure make the list. Devon maybe also. Levon, Denis, Devon, Hermes, Vitali. Shishido on the right, Heta Morris on the left. Third round. Is it going to be like the first one or the second one? I think like the first round. Shishido goes sideways. MATAEWARANGI hits the King's move. It looks like an elbow foul. It looks like an elbow foul, yes. It was an elbow foul like 3 seconds before Judy stopped it. Judy, what are you doing, man? Bro, come on. Be more careful with the elbows. Oh yes, the GOAT, Ryan Bowen strikes again. Ryan Bowen is in MATAEWARANGI's corner, giving him advice. Captain timestamp. Which match is going on? Toshiyuki Shishido versus Heta Morris. Man, if you look at this man's arm, especially the left arm, he doesn't look like an arm wrestler. He has the arms of a 80 kg guy in the body weight of 130 kilos. His right arm is definitely bigger than the left. I didn't pay attention in the beginning. Once again, King's move versus side pressure. Full blown King's move from Heta Morris. Shishido going sideways. Second elbow foul on Heta Morris. Wow, if he loses this round, the match is over. The match is getting turned pretty good. Last time it's a win. It's not even a foul, it's a win. Wow. Too much side pressure. Too much side pressure. Irakli, Georgi Totiev. I think, bro, even if Georgi is able to take Irakli's hand, which he's saying he's going to do, still if Irakli can flop press John, I think he can do the same to Georgi as well. So I'll have to go with Irakli in that match. That's my early prediction. Either with a flop press or with a top roll, Irakli should take that match. Heta Morris King's move is cheap as hell. I think it's good. It's good. I'm also, for some reason, maybe I'm not a fan of this guy. I'm not liking the King's move, but at the same time, I can say it's good. His shoulder is so massive, but his arm is so thick. You don't even notice if the humerus bone is on the decline or not. It looks like it is on the decline, but I'm sure if we kind of pause it and watch it slowly, maybe it isn't. It's pretty close to being an illegal King's move. And his arm is opening up pretty easily, but it's hitting that full stretch here, and the height is good. So if the arm is fully stretched and still the hand is that much above the pin pad, so it means the shoulder has to be dipping below. Like otherwise the physics don't work here. If your arm is straight like that and hand is still that much above the pin pad, then your shoulder has to be below the table. Is this math correct? People complain about Levan weight advantage are so dumb because why aren't Corey West and Heta Morris number 2 and number 3? Yeah. People who complain about anybody's weight in a super heavyweight division is kind of dumb. But it's still kind of fantasy world. I'm not really sure it's that bad. Like, it's just a comparison if we see. If they're complaining about it, then that's a different story. But if they're just comparing, like, man, what if Levan was, let's say, 150 kilos and Devon was 130, then Devon could have won it. I wish it happened. If it's like that wishful thinking and they're just telling the world what they are thinking, then it's pretty honest, pretty open, and there's no problem with it at all. And we should respect that. But if somebody is saying Levan is a cheater, he's much bigger, otherwise he would have never won, he would have lost, if that's the kind of tone that they're projecting online, then yeah, then those are the people which you're talking about in the comments. Even MMA has a few promotions competing with UFC at this point. I'm not sure if UFC at any time had such a strong grip over the sport of MMA as East versus West and King of the Table do right now. Flash pin from Shishido, 3-0 MATAEWARANGI Heta Morris continues to disappoint. When is this guy going to win any match ever? And he weighs like, now I'm going to complain about weight like those stupid guys, dumb guys are complaining about Levan's weight. Like, bro, why do you weigh 173 kilos if you can't win anything except the Ryan Bowen match? Just get down to 160, man. What's the worst that is going to happen? You're going to lose 3-0. You're still losing 3-0. Shishido is a beast, man. 2-0 at Knuckles Up. 2-0 at Knuckles Up. Now, if you look at him from the front, he's looking like a big guy. He's looking massive. But if you look at him from side, he looks just like a regular guy. And his left arm is like much more smaller than his right. Great match, man. This man's side pressure is insane. It's insane. So overall, if we look at it, he defeated MATAEWARANGI in a very similar way, like Todd Hutchings did. Pretty similar. 98% Paul Italia, arm shark, lock jaw. UFC Bellator 1 FC. Yeah, arm wrestling is way smaller. The thing is, right now we have King of the Table, but King of the Table and East versus West are working together. And Monopoly is kind of powerful, but if two guys can somehow merge into two organizations, and if they can create a monopoly, it's going to destroy everyone else, man. That's a very powerful combination. East versus West and King of the Table. Sarah Backman is on the stage. Why? I'm not sure. She's a special guest or something. Sarah Backman, enemy of the sport, is also here as a guest. She's saying that this is an amazing show. Of course, she's an enemy of the sport for saying that. And by the way, Engin wouldn't be working with Core Sports if he had any other option. Engin would have by now already crushed King of the Table if Core Sports didn't own King of the Table. If Don Idris didn't have that baby product, King of the Table. If Engin didn't need Core Sports for the filming and selling of the pay-per-views, he would have already crushed King of the Table too. Don't keep any doubt about that in your mind, and don't keep any doubt that the day Engin gets a chance to do that in the future, he's not going to do that. He will do that as soon as he will try to do that as soon as he has some disagreements with Core Sports. and he already has another backup, an organization similar to Core Sports, who can stream and sell the pay-per-views for him. UFC does. Bro, we do not need to see Gabriela Vasconcelos on a video call during a pay-per-view. This is the most ridiculous stuff which we have ever seen. Yes, she's the most dominant arm wrestler in the world, most dominant WAF arm wrestler in the world by far, male or female, it's not even close. I have the biggest respect, utmost respect for this woman. She's the sweetest woman out there. Is that okay? Is that enough to not offend some people? But I do not want to see her during a pay-per-view. Come on, bro. No, bro. The Drew, I won't calm down. And there's a constant noise, hissing sound in the earphone because of that video call. Sarah and Gabby had some good matches. No, the first one was not good. Their arm wars matches were also not good, I think. One match, I think one arm, Sarah got dominated. The other one, maybe she beat Gabriela, or I don't know. The second super match, it was good, but only in the 4th round. Now Record Borman is in the chat with a terrible noise. This, okay, what should I say, man? So he's calling out Don Underwood. Don Underwood is here in the building. That's not a good match, man. Record Borman is going to destroy Don Underwood. It's not close. It's not close. Don Underwood was good back in the day, but Record Bowman is going to destroy him now, man. It's not a match. It's not a match. I would say Don Underwood versus Ryan Bowen if he gets juiced up once again back to 110 kilos. That's a good match. Don Underwood versus Ryan Bowen. Don still looks in a similar shape to his prime form, like same barrel-shaped body. But for some reason, he has lost more than the other arm wrestlers at his, like, who was at a similar age in their life. Great halftime show. Jody Williams now is in the house. Even for Record Bowman, okay, they're trying to promote his match, so that's why they talked with Don Underwood. I can understand that. Maybe the same is for Jody Williams too, but for Gabriella, I'm not sure. Gabby was also supposed to arm wrestle. Did she have a match or anything? Did her match get cancelled? What's the issue? I'm forgetting something here. Craig Tullier match was superb. Sad to see it end in a foul. Yeah, man, that man set the hook, and Craig Tullier was trying to top roll in that round, and he got stuck in a hook. So he was in a bad position. There was no way he was going to win from there. But James Wall couldn't keep his elbow on the pad. भाई मैं तुम्हें पे कर दूंगा, please. I can arrange a match with you. Believe me, I'm gonna destroy you. Okay. That's cool. 37 dirham super chat from Mark. Thank you, brother. Thanks for Pradeep, the event, and all the viewers. Thanks for supporting the event. Thank you, brother. Thanks for supporting this channel. Thanks for supporting the pay-per-view to you as well. You're awesome. You are awesome. Knuckles Up match is worst matches. Matches have been close, but the time, man, like, why do they need to match the East versus West event timing? Like, just finish it early, man. Even if you try to finish it as fast as you can, still it's going to be a 2.5 hour show because there are 7 matches. Thanks once again, Mark. Here's the thumbs up on the chat and here's the heart. भाई कर लो यार, तुम बताओ कहाँ आना है भाई. एक वो this guy is anime master is challenging me for a super match, like a money super match. Should I accept? Tell me what's your height and weight and experience. Tell me, bro. Like, if there is money on the line, maybe I shouldn't even ask you that question, but yeah, why not? I don't like that Knuckles Up is using the shirt design and concept of East versus West. They should do their own thing. Good point. Let me see what their shirt design is. I didn't even pay attention. If that's true, then it's good. But I still wouldn't mind it that much. Like, I was listening to, it was some millionaire. I don't know what he did. But he was like, I just watched what other millionaires did and how they did it, and they had explained everything step by step, and I just repeat that. Big YouTubers, I've seen YouTubers like they're like, I just watch what other big YouTubers are doing and I make the exact same videos, and they got up to like a couple of million subscribers. And that guy was pretty honest on his stream. He was like, getting to success, the most effective and the smartest way of achieving success is simple, plain copying the guys who are already successful. Like, don't even use your mind, don't even try to change anything, just copy them as it is and you will be successful. Now another ad. Marcio, Barboza, Yordan, TSONEV. भाई कोई नहीं यार, मत करो. Love you from Rajasthan. I'm also in Rajasthan. It's getting interesting. So you बताए नहीं, what's your height and weight? Nothing wrong with it. Every football club shirts have the same design, just different colors. Yeah. My wife is from Rajasthan, Ajmer. भाई थैंक यू आर्मरेसलिंग न्यू हमें देने के लिए. कोई भाई इस कैटेगरी में इतना मस्त चैनल नहीं है. थैंक यू भाई, थैंक यू. राजस्थानी हो तुम तो अपने भाई निकले ना. राजस्थान का नहीं हूँ मैं, बट रहता हूँ भी राजस्थान में. कौन से स्टेट ना महाराज, डिस्ट्रिक्ट. यू शुड बी आस्किंग विच डिस्ट्रिक्ट. स्टेट वी हैव ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड. कम ऑन ब्रो. आई हैव बीन सेवरल टाइम्स. Ghevar season. I don't think it is Ghevar season. I don't even know. Like, whenever it is available, sometimes I eat it, sometimes I don't. Not really big fan of Ghevar, so I don't know which season is Ghevar season. गलती से स्टेट. हाइट वेट तेरे सब भी ना बताया जा रहा भाई. Man, it's a big ad showing all of the matches, promo. If they had this prepared, the like music and all of the matches and small editings for that, MATAEWARANGI Morris versus, like, this match is already over. Why are you showing us a teaser, a promo for MATAEWARANGI versus TOSHIYUKI SHISHIDO match? That's pretty bad. Mark is 5'8", 107 kilos. Looks like anime master got scared. He's not mentioning height, weight and experience, but he was calling me out for a match. Bro, you know KFS Academy भाई, वो भी अच्छा चैनल है. Yes, I've seen his videos. भाई लोग है वो भी, पर तुम्हारा वो बोलने का स्टाइल मस्त लगता है मुझे. Okay, thank you भाई. PLAMEM DMITROV versus Mario Tambakis. This is going to be the second last match. The design, the thumbnail design of the matches, poster design also looks pretty same style to East versus West. I'm not sure if they've got it done from Solar, the same guy who does it for East versus West. It looks pretty solid and it looks almost similar. So I think it's done by the same guy. It's looking very same, very close to that. 1.5, 85 kilos. Bro, you're going to top roll me, man. Experience 1 year. I think I can take that match. Should I take this match? Where do you live in Rajasthan? You're 17 years old? You're going to get destroyed, man. You will get destroyed by me. 17 years old with one year experience. But I'm also pretty weak, man. I never arm wrestle with. By any chance, do you have left and right arms at similar strength level? Only then I'll ask you for a left-handed match. Otherwise, there is no reason. But my right is like, I cannot do anything since I got it operated. Tomorrow is 15th September. What's on 15th September? It's already 15th September here. It's 5 minutes past midnight. Who would score higher on a general knowledge test? Larry Wheels of Dave Chaffee? I think Dave Chaffee. By my forearm. Good question, but I like the question. My forearm is so long because of my height. That's not a problem. I'll still. My height is like 2 inches shorter than you. My left is 17.8 inches, right is 19.2 cold. If I had those kind of biceps, I'll be pretty strong. I'll beat Adam Silvers if I had a 17-inch bicep. 6'4" का होने के लिए क्या करें भाई? कुछ मत करो भाई. करने से कुछ नहीं होगा उसमें. Man, that's disgusting. That's absolutely ridiculous. Such a long break. Let me see when the last match finished. No, they're not even showing it on the timeline. You cannot even go back to see. I can't get anything to load. It's just showing Craig preview. On my screen, these promos are playing constantly, like all of the promos. Pradeep, after Korean Hulk, who would you like to see Yordan pull? Anyone in mind? Abhas Rana, but they won't take that match, man. They won't take that match. They can have a 100 kg weight cap. They both are very close to that weight, and Abhas Rana is younger than Yordan, like almost 3 years, at least 2.5 years younger compared to Yordan, and he's weighing the same, and he has much less experience. What else do you need, bro? A guy who's shorter than you, like 4 or 5 inches shorter than you, and the guy has much less, 3-4 times less experience than you. He weighs similar to you, and he's 2-3 years younger than you. He's 17 years old. What else do you need to accept that match? But still they are not going to take that match. Rana is nothing in front of Yordan. Nah, I wouldn't say that. Akimbo is only like 80 kg. Though, yeah, Akimbo is less than 80 kilos. Akimbo is a pretty solid top roller. Pretty good. Yordan is so heavy, and for your Rana, bhai, Yordan is not heavier than Rana. Abbas Rana, nope, he's not heavier than him. Why do you think they're not taking the match? Maybe because I wouldn't say mention the popularity aspect, because people are not really confident inviting Indians to the pay-per-view card. Maybe thinking that Indians are not going to buy the pay-per-view, which is true, but they will promote the matches. There will be lots of views on the matches, and you will get a large chunk of new audience if there is an Indian on the card. Yordan is the Jake Paul of arm wrestling. I don't know. I have no idea. It is not even up to the pay-per-view talks yet, because I'm not really sure if Korean Hulk can sell any pay-per-views. Like, has he been promoting anything on social media? Like, can anyone go to Korean Hulk's Instagram page? Has he uploaded anything about this match? But Abbas Rana is genuinely a perfect match for Ordan right now. Why? Because Ordan's strength is pronation and Abbas Rana's weakness is pronation. So stylistically, it's a very solid, pretty good match for Ordan. He cannot ask for a better match. The president of Indian Arm Wrestling is a Bollywood starlet, Miss Preeti Jhangiani. Indian Arm Wrestling is on the rise thanks to her and her dashing hubby, Mr. Parveen Abbas. Sir, thank you. Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. They are doing awesome, and I hope Indian Arm Wrestling is doing something great in the future. Speaking of something great, we have Pro Punjab League second season starting 4th of October, and it will end on 20th of October. So 17 days of pure arm wrestling, pure super match arm wrestling, 6 plus 6, 12 super matches every single day, and that too for 17 days. If you guys want to watch it, then maybe you can let us know. There are some arrangements being made as of now for the international audience as well, but if it happens, it will be only on a pay-per-view. Like for an event which is new, Indian arm wrestlers, so not many people are going to know who these guys are. What should be the correct, in your opinion, 102 people watching? So let's talk about that. 12 super matches every single day. First 6 are going to be best of 3. Second 6 are going to be best of 5. So 12 super matches every day for 17 days. 12 times 17. Can anybody do the math? So that many super matches we are going to see every single day for 17 days. How much should be the pay-per-view worth? The commentators are Ryan Bowen and Matt Connolly. Those are the English commentators. So Ryan Bowen's commentary, I don't think there is a better commentator than Ryan as of now. I think he's the best. So the commentator is best. The video quality, the arena where you're going to see this, the production quality is going to be unlike anything which you have seen so far. It is going to be perfect. So that's also cool. 17 days of arm wrestling action. What should be the pay-per-view price? Commentators, as I just mentioned, Ryan Bowen and Matt Connolly. Basically, I challenge all the people present here. Bhai, aa jao, kisi ka interest hai. You don't want anything. You're just here to mess around, bro. It entirely depends on who you have at the event. All of the top Indian arm wrestlers, that's what we have. From the next season, we are going to have international matches as well. Will you be putting a leg in the door as far as coverage of Indian arm wrestling on the venue? Yeah, this time I'll be uploading more videos from there. I will be, most likely I'll be there. They've asked me for comment. They didn't even ask me for commentating. They were like, bro, straight away give me your photo for the commentary poster. They didn't even ask me if I can be there, if I want to be there. They were like, they just assumed I am going to be there for commentary. भाई मैं तुम लोग मानते नहीं हो, पर यार तुम लोगों के मैच के लिए दिक्कत क्या है? मेरे पेड मैच की बात कर रहा हूँ. So finally, after what, a 20-25 minutes break, if there was no technical error which they were trying to solve there, if this was a planned break, then this is really disappointing, man. That's really disappointing. I mean, for that match, arm wrestling, I don't see why it should be any less than East versus West, especially considering how popular arm wrestling is in India. So you're saying $20. If you think it at that way, like that, you will say, yeah, we are paying $20 for East versus West. Why would we pay that much for Indian arm wrestling? Pay Pro Punjab League. But still, it's 17 days of competition, 12 super matches every single day. So for that many super matches, for 17 days of arm wrestling, I think $20 is not bad. So basically about $1 for every day. $1 for 10 matches, you can say. For 10 matches, you're paying $1. If you're paying $20 for the pay-per-view. Anime Master, I would bet your boy Devon. Bulgarians have not arm wrestled yet. Andrey Shark versus Ryan Bowen. The GOAT, the boat is about to grace the table with his greatness, embrace the table. Pradeep Singh, Neil Pickup, Aussie arm wrestler, Ryan Bowen, Michael Todd, Devon Larrett, my personal choice. Personal choice. I like Jake and Ryan equally. No, come on, bro. Ryan Bowen is much better than Aussie arm wrestler and me, and he's also better than Neil Pickup. I don't like many people enjoy Neil's commentary a lot. They say he's the best arm wrestler. Neil Pickup, if any cricket fan here from India, Neil Pickup is the Sidhu, Navjot Singh Sidhu of arm wrestling. Like what Sidhu is in terms of commentary, whether it is Hindi or English. Listen to Navjot Singh Sidhu English commentary or Hindi commentary if you can understand. Navjot, Navjot, Navjot Singh Sidhu, Sidhu. And listen to his commentary, and then you'll see, like, yeah, he is in cricket what Neil Pickup is in arm wrestling, exactly the same. So some people really like Sidhu. They're like, wow, that's the best commentator which you have seen. And some people, like, he gets on their nerves pretty easily and pretty quickly. And I'm one of them. I don't like Sidhu's commentary at all. Like, it just wants me to break my television. And that sometimes it's the same with Neil Pickup as well. So if there is a flash pin, like I mentioned in that community post, so ready go opens, ready go, flash pin. And Neil is like, on the way we go. So the pin has already happened and he's thanda na. So then 8 seconds later he's still shouting go. Levan Saginashvili with the hit. Then he says Levan Saginashvili with the hit. By then the referee has already removed the straps and the athletes are back into their corners and they are already taking rest and getting ready for the next round. And Neil Pickup's commentary for the first pin is not even over yet. Slip and they are to the straps straight away. No drama, nothing. Ryan Bowen is on the side of the table, which he likes a lot. And he's just setting up like the good old times, like he used to do, like this, trying to top roll from here. It not always works. This is a good style against someone who is quite a bit slower than you. Then you can just engage your full body top roll like that. Travis Vagant also likes to do that. Pandai break arm, please come. Bro, just stop it, bro. Anime master, just stop it. You're just a troll. Take yourself seriously first. Nobody's going to take you seriously like that. And no, you cannot defeat me. You know that. I'll beat you right arm as well. Forget about the left. Glad to see Yordan competing after months. Andrey Shark on the right. He's a much bigger, much physically more athletic, more superior human being. But Ryan Bowen's right arm is solid, man. It's solid. The wrist is thick. The hand is thick. Flash pins incoming. The slip looked not bad, not bad. I also think Andrey Shark should win this match 3-0. But let's see how it goes. Why did Ryan delete his IG? Maybe he blocked you, bro. Maybe he blocked you. हाँ पता ना क्या अलग ही उसका वो चल रहा है. ठीक. First round, Bowen versus Shark. Is the Shark going to hunt Bowen? His shoulder was injured, but right now he's saying it's okay. Wow, the match has stopped. Ryan Bowen has stopped Andre Shark with the King's move. Shark is climbing. Shark is climbing. He's about to pin Ryan. Yes, he has pinned. He has destroyed Ryan Bowen's arm. Easy pin from Andre Shark. Easy pin. Thoughts on Sasho vegan diet? No thoughts. No thoughts. Should start eating meat once again. Maybe he could have beaten Samushia then. But no, he's been vegan for like... Is he vegan or vegetarian for like 4 years now? Something like that. Something crazy. Wait, I see. It's Ryan Thomas Bowen. So round one, Ryan straight away hit like that. The match got stopped in the center for a few seconds. Then Shark started hitting sideways, climbing, and then he pinned Ryan with ease. The match did stop for a few seconds, but it always was under full control of the Shark, Andrey Sharkovich. Why did Ryan delete his IG? Bro, anime master, you're just a delusional, annoying teenager. You're just that, nothing more than that. So please try to control. You're acting like once we get drunk and we think that we are trying to say something smart, this final thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to shut up because it's the smartest thing to say right now. But once you get drunk past your own control, then you always say things which you don't really like. You wish after you get sober that you wish you didn't say those things, even though they were like sometimes emotional things, sometimes funny things, sometimes some things which you needed little bit courage to speak about. But it's almost always a wise decision to stay silent in those situations. And you're acting like that drunk man right now who's just speaking a lot. But Bowen's diet has made him his best shape ever. Ryan is just a below average puller. Yeah, Shark is a bigger human being. He's a stronger human being. If that match was like 95 kilos, then maybe we could have talked about it. Yeah, it's a good match. Actual tech in the corner. Finally, someone with a massager. Good to see some. Who was the massager? Or who? What are you talking about? Ryan's done a lot to promote the sport. Yes, he has. How are you rating the event so far? Is it worth the pay-per-view? One thing is just absolutely getting on my nerves and pissing me off is the rest period. The break that they took, which was almost half an hour, 20 minutes at least. And the breaks which they are taking between fouls and even warnings. And definitely between every single round and matches. It's getting ridiculously out of hand, man. The referees are applying the straps like they have a couple of days to finish this event. Andrey was using a massager on his arm. Really good idea. Okay. Got it. Pistol grip massager. That's good. So the one that has kind of a ball shape at the end. Delusional. Wow, Andre Shark just hooks him and looks into his eyes. Elbow foul, Ryan Bowen. Ryan is turning purple. What happened to Ryan's face, man? It's like absolutely purple. The background color and his face color is the same. Looks like he's worried, bothered. Massager, ice packs, frozen peas, hydration drinks should be a must in every corner. Ryan got food poisoning. Ivan versus Alijan. Man, I'm liking Ivan every single day more and more. Although Alijan seems to be unbeatable in a hook. Andre Shark top rolls Ryan Bowen, who is in a full King's move. Now Shark goes for a King press. Shoulder under the table. Was it a pin? Winner, yes. Ryan was hanging completely under the table and still he got pinned. Still he got pinned. To me, it did not look like a pin, but maybe the referee saw it with a better angle. It was a pin, but it didn't like Ryan Purple Bowen. The turning purple will be used in Delusional Bowen episode. Mark my words. Are you guys also seeing this, or just you're writing that in the comments just because I mentioned that? To me, it did not look like a pin, but I'll have to see because I'm focusing on the chat, focusing on commentary. One thing I've noticed that when you commentate over matches, sometimes you miss some of the calls, and if you're just watching it with your earphones on without any distraction, you see those calls much more clear. His son is massaging his dad. Precious, whose son? No, Andrey has Craig Tullier in his corner, I think. Is there no foul in a losing position rule for knuckles up? There should be. Ryan's son. Okay, Ryan's son. So Ryan's there with the whole family? Like if his son is there, then his wife must also be there. So Ryan did nothing to improve. The thing that I don't like about Ryan is that he, after the matches, he acts like the win didn't bother him one bit. So me as a fan, for me it's difficult to root for you if I know in advance that the loss is not going to bother you at all. And that kind of goes one step further if we try to understand the psychology of a human being. Just try to stay with me. Take this example for yourself. If you are not worried about a loss, if you don't care about a loss, then do you really want to win that much as well? Like if I'm jumping through a, let's say, 15-foot pit, and if I fall in that pit, I'm going to get hurt. So I'm worried about a loss. So wouldn't that make me prepare better for the success? Whereas if I'm just not even in a competition, a regular long jump field, there is no winning or losing there, I don't mind losing there too much, then will I prepare as good to jump that same 15-foot difference? So to me, when you're saying that the losses don't bother you at all, to me that's also a subtle message saying that you don't even care about the wins that much as well. So for me as a fan, it makes it difficult. And when I meet Ryan Bowen next month, I'll probably say that to him as well. Maybe we'll do a live stream or something. Let's see. Elbow foul. This time again, he was in an open top roll, but elbow foul on Ryan after losing his wrist completely. Absolutely right. Karan is saying it's the Australian mindset. They're just very chilled about everything. Good point. Lachlan doesn't seem to be that chilled. He seems to be like absolutely pissed off after losing a match. If you are anywhere near Lachlan after he has lost, he might elbow you in the face. That's what he looks like. So maybe that's not an Australian thing. When we used to watch cricket a lot, like the Australians used to like not really take the losses really well in the super matches. In cricket, not super matches. Does Ryan still have the job where he wears a yellow vest? It seems like he doesn't make much money. Yeah, man, his videos are not getting any views, like 2,000 to 3,000 views. With that kind of views, you cannot make anything. Like you cannot earn a living in India if you generate that many views. But most of Ryan's revenue comes from his YouTube memberships. That's where his revenue is from. So he must be making, maybe I'm guessing like $1,500 a month, at most $2,000 a month, just because of those memberships. And I don't think it's good enough to earn a living in Australia. Lachlan used to be a 145. Come on, bro. No, he wasn't. Lachlan is also on steroids. They make you much more aggressive. I was near Lachlan after his loss. He's all smiles after. They have no worries outlook on everything. Ryan hits the King's move. Looked like an elbow foul. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Andrey Shark goes sideways. He gets the pin. He gets the pin. Ryan's King's move is not strong enough to stop Andrey Shark. Shark is pinning Bowen easier than Schoolboy, but maybe that's because that's a smaller, lighter version of Bowen. 3-0. Is the super match over? Yep, the super match is over. 3-0. Ryan Bowen, ladies and gentlemen, has lost another super match. Bro. Come on, man. Ryan has admitted to using PDs before, though. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He needs to his own delusional series, embrace it, and he'll get 100k plus views. Yeah, Ryan cycles. Come on, bro. If you are weighing around 95 kilos, why would you accept a super match above 95 kilos when you clearly have been facing some troubles winning at your own weight? Why would you accept that match? And no, it's not correct. You just don't magically get stronger after losing 10 kilos of weight. He went down from 106 to 96 or something, and he was like, I got stronger. Nope, you didn't. It doesn't work like that. Ryan went on Larrett train bulking like crazy, then cuts down and tries to be Michael. He's simply not himself because he's delusional. Why is Ryan's King's move not working? And one more thing, when Ryan said in one of the interviews or videos, he was like, I have a good King's move. And that got me so riled up. It got me so mad. I know I shouldn't be, but it literally got me so mad. And I was like, bro, you have never won a single round ever with a King's move. Never. Not even one round. Forget about winning one round. You have never even gone past center with your King's move. You have never even able to hold someone in the center with your King's move. You're always here with the King's move and always losing every single round whenever you have tried the King's move. And then you say that your King's move is good. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Did you hear Ryan's plan? No, I did not. I did not. Ryan lost 3-0. What strength do you think is missing or not enough? Yeah, clearly not enough strength. Not enough arm strength, not enough hand strength, not enough pronation. Nothing is there. Shark beats Ryan 3-0. Yep. Pronator failed. Everything failed. Cupping failed. King's movers rarely have cupping control if you look at it that way. But yeah, still wrist was completely gone. Didn't Ryan say like a couple of months ago he will get huge pectoral muscles? Did abandon his plan already? Not sure, bro. Not sure. SHISHIDO GASHWESKI versus Robbie Russell. Can anyone give me some quick update whether Robbie Russell is a hook arm wrestler or a top roller? I'm thinking hook. I watched a couple of his matches and I do remember him hooking, not top rolling. 6'1" versus 5'6", 99 kilos, 80 kilos. Wow. Big size difference between these two. Big size. He's a hooker, then I'm afraid despite the 19 kilos weight difference, he's gonna get cracked. Bowen changes his mind every month. I want to be 105. Yeah, he was like, I am never going to cut under 100 kilos ever, no matter what. And next month he was like, bro, I'm going to 85 kilos. SHISHIDO is not looking confident, by the way, how Robbie Russell went over the top of his hand. SHISHIDO did not look confident. Is the size difference going to be too much in this match? There is no way SHISHIDO is going to win this match easy. Just The size difference doesn't allow that to happen. The thing is that if Robbie has a flop press, I think he can for sure beat SVETAN even after losing his wrist. Because no matter how good your open arm your top roll is, but if a guy who weighs 20 kilos more than you lays his weight, puts his weight on your arm, then I think it's going to be difficult for you to stop that. But SVETAN is the master top roller, man. It's really difficult to stop this guy. Really difficult. Craig Tullier wasn't even close. Nobody has been close in the recent times. No one. Round 1, Robbie Topi pins him easily. Way too strong for SVETAN. Way too strong. Takes his pronation, takes his cupping. Single surge, sideways, gets the pin. Yeah, SVETAN is looking worried, man. He's looking tensed. Listen, whatever Ryan is, he's better than the best arm wrestler in India. He beat Mazahir 4-3 in a tight battle. There's just levels, guys. Yeah, he did beat Mazahir. I'm not even sure if he's right now at the same level of strength. He was what, 105, 104 when he came here, 105 kilos. Now he's lighter, 98, 90, and he was like 92, 93, 92 kilos couple of days ago, and he was just I hydrated, I ate whatever I want, and I gained 5 kilos. I'm 97 kilos right now. So in this shape, I think he could have lost. He could have lost to Mazahir as well. It tells me that Indian arms ring is a fledgling stage. Give this, yeah. Super heavyweight, I'm not sure, bro. Even in 7 years, we are going to see any high level talent in India. I'm not really hopeful about that. And the even more disappointing thing is Mazahir flash pins everybody here in India. That's the more disheartening, disappointing thing. And he lost to Ryan Bowen 4-3. So that's really disappointing. If there were like 10 Mazahir Saidos in India, then I'll still be like, okay, we have a few of them. But right now, we don't have any. So in super heavyweight, I'm not really hopeful, even in 7 years. India is doing everything right to set themselves for a good future in the next decade. Yeah, by 7 years, we'll start to see some good talent in the lightweight divisions. We already have a pretty solid top roller, Danik. Danik is named from Mizoram state. He's really good, man. He's really good. Arm wrestling is just not taken seriously in India. No sport really is. If you go to, let's say, Haryana, then wrestling, maybe you can say one state in India takes that sport seriously. But not many sports. SVETAN hits the king's move, takes the wrist. Now the match is on. Robbie Russell has been stopped. The match is dead center. SVETAN is pronating. SVETAN is eating up the hand slowly. He's not re-gripping yet because he has lost his own wrist too, just slightly. Robbie Russell fouls and the match is on. Big guy's gonna gas out. Yeah. Master GASHWESKI. Bro, is there anyone who can beat SVETAN? What's going on? What's up with this guy, man? He takes everybody's wrist. He takes everyone's wrist. Who did he beat in the previous Knuckles Up? I know one match was against Craig Tullier, but there was one more match where he competed. Who did he beat in that match? I'm forgetting. It's over for the big guy. Little guy takes it. SVETAN is crazy good for... SVETAN is a perfect super match puller. Like, he's not the one who's going to, in this stage, who's going to win a WAF category. Like, I think he's going to get destroyed pretty bad if he goes to WAF. But super match, he's pretty solid, man. He can hang up pretty much anyone in the world even now. Like the way he destroyed Bojidar Semyonov, it wasn't close. The way he destroyed Alan Zoloev, even though it was a crazy long match, but still it wasn't close, and it wouldn't have been close if there were more rounds like that. Like SVETAN versus Zoloev, 75 kilos. Not a good match. SHISHIDO gets pretty dominant towards the end. Sometimes he takes Yordan's wrist as well, little bit. That's crazy. He had the name Gas in his name. Gas gives the gameplay away. Take it easy on yourself, Robbie. Maybe try to win the next round if this one gets stopped. Don't waste your energy. Don't force yourself to get so much tired that you couldn't flash pin in the next round too. Tries to go for the flash pin, gets stopped 3-4 inches above the pad, and the match is back in the center, and SHISHIDO is pronating now. GASHWESKI is pronating. Robbie is holding in the center with a cracked back wrist. He does not have much options from there except to switch to a flop press, trying to get behind his shoulder, which he couldn't as of now. The match is in center and SHISHIDO's shoulder is dropping below the table. Elbow foul on who? Robbie Russell. So the match was in center and SHISHIDO's shoulder was clearly dropping below the table. So do they not follow the audio? Okay, now it's back. Now it's back. Once again, SHISHIDO hits the top roll. SHISHIDO is easy. He's cruising right now in this position, right in the center of the table. Stopped. Robbie Russell cracked his wrist back. Robbie does not seem to have any option from there except for to wait for something. Now SHISHIDO is climbing as well. This match is absolutely over. This match is absolutely over. Yeah. Robbie Russell concedes. It's over, man. SHISHIDO has cracked the wrist. He has cracked the code. And he's going to take this match home. Let's see if Robbie can do anything in this round. So I was talking about the shoulder below the table rule, because the match was in the center in the first start of this second round, and SHISHIDO's shoulder was clearly below the table. So are they not following the rule? It should have been a foul on SHISHIDO right then and there. Robbie doesn't know how to press. This is over, yeah. Is SHISHIDO's side pressure that strong that Robbie didn't even once try to get behind his shoulder? What's the reason behind that? We call him the master for a reason. Perfect super match puller. Like he'll give up anything and everything to try to just focus on pronating through your wrist. I spilled some water on my PlayStation while checking the mic. Not good. I was playing Far Cry 6. Has anyone played that game? Not a huge fan so far. Like nothing compares to Far Cry 4 so far. The open arm top roll master. Yes, it's going Yes, it's strong man. Even Yordan struggles with him if he hits his king's move on his wrist. Yep. Really difficult to stop him in a super match format, but still I would have liked to see that foul in the second round because the arm was in a neutral position. Good old FC1 days, Far Cry 1. I've not played Far Cry 1. I did play, like, not in the, like, when I was in school, I think it was about 13 years ago or so, I played Far Cry 3 back then. So Far Cry 2 I played like 3 years ago. I took it from someone. Svetan Gishevsky with another top role, this time on the offensive side. He's slightly on the offensive right from the beginning, and it's over. It's over for Robbie. Robbie cannot switch to a press. He's in no position to switch to a press, and it's only a matter of few seconds before this round is over, and it is already over. He concedes once again. The match is over. The master cracks someone who's one of the top guys in USA and who weighs 19 kilos more than him. So that's a difference of 4 weight categories. Almost 4, not 4 but 3 weight categories, because from 90 to 100 there is only one category. A difference of 3 weight categories, and the master still cracks it clean. Look at that climb and regrip. He was not able to do that initially in the second round because it was still kind of close, but right now Robbie Russell has faded. Unfortunately, we are yet to... I don't think we are going to see Gashwesky at East versus West. It shouldn't be like that, man. Yes, they have some issues, but Engin is kind of running his independent thing in terms of super matches. Like, WAF should not try to have that much control over what Engin can do and cannot do. Was definition... Did I tell you the definition of insanity? I still remember that from more than a decade ago. But I replayed that game not too long ago. Svetan is a cross between Todzilla and Joe Rogan. He could beat Samusha. Interesting point, man. Interesting point. No, I don't think so. Samusha's side pressure is way too strong, man. Way too. But the King's move is the only thing which we haven't seen yet. Now he's top rolling him without the straps too. Wow. Svetan top rolled him without the straps. He controlled the hand and he eased him down to the pad. That's amazing strength from... Look at the size difference, man. Not only weight difference, but the height difference too. Svetan is also not getting beat anytime soon at at Knuckles Up in USA. Depends on which side or whose bed it wakes up on. What the fuck is Swiss Open? Yeah, Devon is there in that arm wrestling tournament. How's your relationship to Engin, by the way, Pradeep? Not good, not good. Will there be any quick recap of the matches? Yeah, I'll try to do that. I'll do that. Joe Rogan is a cross between Caveman and $200 million. Wow, this guy is amazing, man. Do not put up a hook arm wrestler against Gashwesky. Like, you cannot hook him, man. You cannot hook him. The only round that Robbie Russell also won was with a top roll. It was not with a hook. If you want to see a small guy cracking bigger guys, just feed the hookers to Svetan Gashwesky. Like, his pronation is like... Engin Terzi versus Svetan Gashwesky Knuckles Up 5. Engin Terzi would die before he competes at Knuckles Up. Devon being reduced as a puppet has been sad to watch. Samusha has a great flop. Yeah. His flop is not like he doesn't stand up completely and press down, but he just pushes sideways. Almost not exactly Todzilla side, but Todzilla style, but almost like that. They want to popularize arm wrestling. So since we were talking about Far Cry here, while the next match is being announced, if any of you have played Far Cry 4, initially I used to think, because as a child in school I played Far Cry 3, I was like, man, Far Cry 3 is going to be the best game. People are saying Far Cry 4 is also awesome, but maybe not that much. Maybe not that much. I almost wanted it to be less than 3 because my memory is attached to Far Cry 3. But no, it was better. It was genuinely better. And for me, it's like the best game. I tried to play 2, but at that time, I already had access to Far Cry 4 and 5 and 6. So I didn't really enjoy it that much. But people say that Far Cry 2 is also awesome. I personally did not like it that much. So I've played 2 for a few hours, maybe 5-6 hours, completed 3 couple of times, completed 4 couple of times. 5 did not really enjoy that much. Nothing compares to the 4 by maybe because it was in Hindi as well, like many of the dialogues were in Hindi in Far Cry 4. The story is shown in Kirat, which is like almost like Nepal. The language is spoken, it is Hindi by the locals. So maybe that was one of the reasons, but the location and everything, it's just beautiful, man. Far Cry New Dawn, I played. Now I'm Far Cry 4 after this, Far Cry Primal. So I would have played every single game of Far Cry, like every single major game except only for the first Far Cry. The only one I know on stage is Jake. PLAMEM DMITROV on the left, Marcio TAMBAKIS on the right. This time, this is another match where there is a big gap in the weight, more than 10 kilos difference between these two. SWETAN versus Engin at Knuckles of 5. So I couldn't hear him say exactly, like, did he say, I want a match with Engin, I'm calling out Engin? What did he say? Let me go back and listen to this. I don't think this match is going to end without the straps. Wow, I cannot go back and listen to that. It only allows me to watch this match. Does anyone remember the words exactly? Because I will make a video about this. Urban Rain, no, I have not. Counter-Strike Source was the best. Yeah, I also played that maybe 15 years ago. PLAMEM DMITROV goes sideways, gets curled in a hook, an elbow foul on Marcio. Marcio was looking good. He was looking solid. Summertime Saga, nope. Counter-Strike 2.0 is pretty good. AWP is awful. And no more binding, jump plus throw. I don't remember that much, but I did used to play one Counter-Strike. I don't remember which one it was. Fire in the hole. He listed Samusha and Engin as the guys he wants to pull. Okay, so he wants to pull Samusha and Engin. That's going to be a good match, but no, Engin is going to get cracked pretty bad by both Samusha and GASHWESKI. I don't think Engin can beat either of these. Engin's style is pretty good, pretty solid to defeat GASHWESKI, but I don't think his shape is there. PLAMEM goes sideways and he gets hooked. Once again, wow. Marcio is hooking PLAMEM without the straps. Elbow foul, second elbow foul on Marcio. It looked like an elbow foul on PLAMEM too. Maybe. Prince of Persia, yeah. Sands of Times, what it was, and the Twin Towers or Two Thrones, what was it? T2T. POP T2T, something like that. I've completed those 2 games. Pradeep light heavyweight Devon is just 99% King's move. Yeah, against the top guys it can be. Engin would never pull him though. Yeah. God of War, I have it. I have it in the PlayStation Deluxe subscription. I have not played it yet. Engin will never pull anyone he can't beat. It's a gut feeling. I don't know why he kept on mentioning the name Samusha. Like, bro, even in the best prime shape ever, you have like precisely 0% chance against Samusha. Right now it's Sands of Time. Yeah, right now it's not possible. Maybe he can get around in his prime shape 1 round, but Samusha would just easily press through him. Easily. Devon versus Petrenko. Maybe not even 1 round. I don't think Prime Engin can flash pin Samusha. I don't think so. Devon versus Petrenko announced just now. No, it has been announced for quite some time. Maybe it just got confirmed now. I don't know. And how can I compete against them? Against who? Once again, PLAMEM goes sideways. Elbow foul on PLAMEM Dimitrov. Second foul. This time it was not a full hook from TAMBAKIS. His wrist was kind of flat this time. Fingers were still kind of curled in, but wrist was flat. So maybe his wrist is getting taxed just a little bit. Engin has never won a medal over 75 kg even. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I even said that once when I think that the conversations were cool with Engin at that time. Maybe I mentioned in a video, or maybe when he was talking about, I messaged him privately like, what is the highest weight category where you have won a medal again? And he was like 75 in Zloty and 70 in WAF. Yeah, I think that's what he was saying, if I remember correctly. So in your best shape, you managed to win only 70 kilos at WAF and 75 at Zloty. And now you're, while not being in your best shape, you're thinking about beating the best 85 kg guy in super matches, which are not your strength. Your strength is a tournament. Zero. Anybody who has ever thought that Engin has any chance against Samosia has completely lost it. Once again, the hook gets stopped. Third foul on PLAMEM Dimitrov. Winner is Marcio TAMBAKIS. I asked how can I meet strong arm wrestlers like Levan and Hermes. I can lift around 100 kg on back pressure curl from 90-degree bicep angle to shoulder. So this bicep angle, bicep to shoulder? What's that angle? What are you talking about, bro? You're not a world champion. You don't have an opinion. Canalization. Yeah, that's correct. That's absolutely correct. Pradeep divorced Engin. Talak. Engin is never, okay. Engin was never really a big guy, was he? No. Motherfuckers. Good one, Kabul. I think he's talking about the recent video. Whose recent video? PLAMEM, what are you doing, bro? What's the room temperature? 25 degrees. Yeah, pretty cool. Awesome. Right, you showed how I do it. I hold it perpendicular to my arm, shoulder, then I curl it to my shoulder. Okay. Sorry for throwing mud. I am an enemy of the sport. I'll get that t-shirt. I should get that t-shirt. Enemy of the sport. Devon eating your viewers. It doesn't matter that much. But I can do it with the left hand only. I'm not right. 100 kilos is still awesome, bro. I'm not sure how you can manage to lift that much weight with just one arm. It seems impossible. Are you sure you're not doing it like this? But even like this, man, 100 kilos is insane. Like it sounds unbelievable. Unless you weigh like 125 kilos. Will the match go to the straps this time? The second round of this match between PLAMEM Dimitrov from Bulgaria versus Marcio from Australia, and the match gets stopped. PLAMEM got stopped by Marcio. Another foul by PLAMEM Dimitrov. Marcio TAMBAKIS is looking good, but I'm not sure who these restarts and fouls are taxing more in terms of endurance and durability as this match continues. Let's hope that it is not Marcio. It would be kind of sad to see that one guy is fouling again, and while doing so, he managed to somehow gas out the opponent. As much as I would respect that as a strategy from an athlete, I wouldn't like to see that as an arm wrestling fan. Now I lift weight from 90 degree. My bicep is quite good. Look, Engin has given 40 plus athletes a yearly income, given them the chance to quit their jobs and become full-time pullers, given us more arm wrestling super matches than we have. That's correct. But that has nothing to do with him not being able to defeat Samosia, bro. That's a different subject. But everything that you mentioned is absolutely right. Once again, fast hit from PLAMEM, another elbow foul. 5th consecutive foul in this super match from PLAMEM DMITROV. Pretty disappointing stuff. I'm all in. I'm a huge fan if you want to foul twice and then somehow manage to tire your opponent and win in the third start, but losing the entire round on fouls and almost the second one as well. Not cool, man. Not cool. But there is a price. I'm worried we don't know what that price is yet. And by the time we know, it may be too late to save arm wrestling. A price for what? Devon versus Petrenko. I think Devon is the favorite to win that match. The score of this match is Marcio 1, PLAMEM 0. And it's about to be Marcio 2, PLAMEM 0. PLAMEM hasn't even been able to slip against Marcio yet. He's getting curled in without the straps. Not a full hook, but just slight cupping in the wrist. Only as much cupping as it is going to tire Marcio as well. Once again, a pretty similar position, but this time it's flat. PLAMEM is focusing on taking the wrist now. He's patient. And Marcio needs to be patient too. He needs to stop going sideways, man. He's going to crack his own wrist. Now, PLAMEM is in an open bicep position and he's lost this round. Wow. Marcio Tambakis managed to curl PLAMEM's pronation in without the straps and get this second round. That's insane. That's quality, my friend. That's quality. Just enjoy high-level arm wrestling while it lasts and don't worry about the conspiracy crap. $109 people watching, guys. Thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. That will be awesome if you can do that. Wow, this commentating makes it exciting even when I just listening. Thank you, RR. If you can grab whatever handle and rip 10 kg worth of tension, you need to call Engin. Mario's looking cool. He's looking calm. If you can grab. Ryan Bowen can beat Marcio. So maybe Ryan Bowen can beat PLAMEM too? I don't think so. The style is different. Pradeep, how do you think Georgi versus Sergey goes? Georgi Svetkov versus Sergey Kalinchenko. To be honest, people are saying, Engin is saying that, Devon is saying that. I don't see Kalinchenko having much chances in that match. And I'm a big fan of Kalinchenko. Georgi doesn't even like me. Georgi hates me. But I still think he's going to win this match. A good way to look at it. You know what I said to make Georgi mad? I talked about it once in my live stream. So, somewhere in the Facebook page, Engin mentioned that Georgi Svetkov is confident that he's going to destroy who? Not sure who he mentioned. A couple of names. Then he will go for Levan, something like that. And I was like, Georgi said the same thing about Devon too. I just mentioned that under the post which Engin posted on his Facebook. I mean, Engin said in quotation marks, this is what Georgi said about this upcoming match. And I was like, this is the exact same thing what he said about Devon as well. And that's when he had already practiced pull with him. I did not write those things, but just mentioned that that's the exact same thing. He mentioned that. And in the comment section, he was so mad at me. Like, this guy knows nothing about arm wrestling. Engin, you need to stop this guy. He should be completely stopped from arm wrestling. He should not speak. Nobody should listen to him. He wrote a whole paragraph like this. Bro, I was like, for how many months you were pissed off and just had to stay silent because you couldn't say anything to me. And finally, you got your chance to vomit all of it. He got so mad. He said that I should literally not be allowed to speak in arm wrestling because I said that Georgi couldn't win this match because he said the similar things before the Devon match as well. And my man got so mad at me. Georgi Svetkov, yeah. Yeah. And then after that, I was like, I'm not sure. Yeah, he said you're just a dumb person. You're just an idiot who doesn't know anything about arm wrestling. And in the reply, you know what I mentioned? I was like, you literally practiced with Devon, and you told everyone, even knowing that there is betting involved in that match, you told everyone that you realized during the practice pool that you're going to win this match. And me being the dumb person, when I saw that practice, I was like, it's over. There is 0% chance that Georgi can do anything against Devon. So who was dumb? Who analyzed that arm wrestling pull better? Was it me or was it you? You're the dumb one here. We will listen to you, Pradeep. How the match is going slow. That's one word that immediately came to my mind. No, it was him. It was him. I'm quite sure it was him. And then after that, Engin deleted that post. Yeah. I didn't even like disrespect. I just mentioned Engin like when he said this. Engin likes to post stuff like that. Like this is what the arm wrestler said with double quotations and stuff. Or maybe he shared the screenshot of a WhatsApp chat. And I just wrote this is the exact same thing which he said about the Devon match as well. After already having practice pool with him. And then he got so mad. So what I did, I made him even more mad. I was like, bro, don't talk about arm wrestling knowledge when you can literally arm wrestle with a person a month before your actual match and have absolutely no clue. Either have absolutely no clue who is going to win the match, or absolutely willing to lie blatantly, hoping that the people put money on you and lose the money, knowing that you do not have any chance to win this match. Then he got even more mad. I've heard that the dictator sends athletes message that they should post. Yeah, I have also heard that, but that was not the case. He was posting, like he was just replying to my comments on from his own Facebook account. Third round, PLAMEM DMITROV versus Marcio TAMBAKIS. PLAMEM already on one foul. Is it going to be over? Can PLAMEM do anything from here? Can he turn the match around? He already had one foul, one more movement in the referee's grip, but no warning, no foul. Okay. Ryan Bowen is a below average puller and he got destroyed. And he destroyed best of India Mazahir. How good is that? And you are talking here. What does that have to do with me talking here? When did I claim that I can beat Ryan Bowen? The worst was when Morozov was reading a message supporting Engin against live commentaries, mentioning, I was like, if I was in that moment live, I would have bet $1,000 that Morozov doesn't even know what a live stream commentary is. He's just speaking against it because Engin gave him something to read. And he was almost like looking here and there, then looking at the camera. It was almost like he was being held at gunpoint. That was the first moment when I realized that, man, these organizers, promoters can not only control where you put your arm, but they can control your tongue as well, what you can speak. Not only prevent you from saying something that they don't want to hear, but force you to something that they do want to hear. Force you to say that. That's pretty bad. And now your phone got destroyed also. No, it was that. Not the phone. Just kidding, man. Pradeep, you are done. Video the thing and you are a professional. Okay. Yeah, it was 4-3. Seth, it was 4-3 against Mazahir. Devon's pancakes, I do not agree with this comment. I'll get back to it, but let's take a look at what hopefully should be the last round of this PLAMEM versus Marcio match. Without the straps once again. The start, PLAMEM goes sideways. Marcio almost hooks him. Elbow foul. Massive elbow foul. Third elbow foul on PLAMEM Dimitrov. Pretty disappointing performance from the Bulgarian. Loses the match 3-0. Mario Tambakis destroys PLAMEM Dimitrov. It doesn't matter for Bowen if he loses. 2 weeks from now he starts Samusha at 85. Samusha prep. Great victory from Mario. Looking massive, looking huge. Australian flag waving in the United States, and he's telling Will to hold it. Can someone tell me how Ryan did? Not good, not good. I was busy. What happened with the Shark Bowen match? Ryan Bowen got destroyed as expected. Mario Tambakis did really good. He beat PLAMEM Dimitrov pretty good and pretty comfortably without much trouble. Yordan TSONEV match next. Yes, I think it's the main event next up. Ryan Bowen got schooled like a child. So what was the comment that I said I am going to come back to? Let's try to see that. Yeah, Ryan is not below average. He could beat 99% of the people on the planet, and I'm being completely unbiased. You know who's the other guy who can also beat probably at least 95% people on this planet? Me. So does that make me also not an below average puller? I don't think average and below average works like that. If you can only beat 50% of people, then you are average. I don't think it's like that. I will beat 95% of the population in the world. Guaranteed. I'll do that. But I'm not an average puller. So I hope you're when somebody is mentioning average puller or below average puller, they're talking about among the high level arm wrestlers. Let's say if we are talking about a WAF stage or a European stage, that kind of level, then we are talking about it. (2023) Devon versus Hermes Dennis Georgi were fake stage matches for money, big rematch for money making. Hangin is already talking about, like, he already wants to convince Devon for the third match because of the massive amount of money which he made in the last one. He was like, yeah, it's good. You should never let go of your dreams. I mean, that's how it should be. Nope, you should let go of your dreams once you have been destroyed 2 times like that. Yordan versus Bowen, King of the Table 13 USA. Yeah, I think good match, but Yordan will not take this match for sure. Too much risk of losing. The number 1 spot, yes, but he definitely is missing the super heavyweights. Dennis 2023 gave win to Devon. It was staged. No one understands that. Bro, you don't understand that. There was nothing that Dennis could have done in that match. Can't you just look at Denis Siplenkov's practice polls? His match was against John Brezink. When the first ready go happened against John Brezink, immediately you can sense within like 2 seconds that Dennis cannot beat Devon Larratt. One day Devon Angin is definitely hoping that Devon somehow convinces himself or someone else convinces Devon that he actually has a shot against Levan in the third attempt, and he should not let go of his dreams of becoming the number one guy in the world. He's definitely praying for that. I mean, $20 pay-per-view, more than 50,000 pay-per-view sales, over $1 million in revenue. Let's say 500. Let's say how much, 30-40%. Let's say even if 400% went, $400,000 went to core sports, or let's say some went for tax, organizing, still he saved like at least $200,000-300,000 on that event. $200,000. Do you think Devon beats Leonidas 4-0? I think so. Leonidas has good pronation on the left. He has good king's move on the left, but I don't think his side pressure is there. By the time his side pressure engages, Devon will be in his king's move, and Leonidas cannot stand up to press. So yes, I think he should win this match 4-0. The one thing that I do like about Devon is that he does not fake matches like Alex Cordecha, and he does not even give mercy rounds like Dave Chaffee gave to Alex Cordecha in 2022 or 21, whatever it was. That's one thing that I really like about Devon. I absolutely hate it when the athlete is like 5 up, 5-1 up, 5-0 up, and he's like, okay, you take the 6th round. I mean, that's not respecting your opponent. That's kind of disrespecting him even more. What you can do is, okay, where do you feel the strongest? I'm already winning 5-0. Do you feel the strongest in a hook? Let's try it in a hook. I'll try to beat you from there. And then if you lose, that's respectable. But just doing this in the final round is pretty disrespectful towards your opinion, I think, towards your opponent. I mean, Marcio Barboza should not have any chance against Yordan Sonav, right? Am I missing something here? Pradeep is frozen. Nope. I shouldn't be frozen. Clouds fire. I agree. I don't know how people think it's respectful. Angin is not doing it for money. Money comes with it because of its amazing product. Angin is 100% passion. No. In fact, Angin is the only person who started organizing pay-per-view matches, who constantly kept on threatening that I will stop organizing if I don't break even. If I lose money on this ever, I will stop organizing it. Give me the name of one other promoter who has threatened us like couple of dozen times that he will stop organizing if he did not make the money back. And then you're saying Angin does not care about the money. No, he probably cares about the money more than other people. Yeah, Yordan gets Marcio in a hook and just it's almost a flash pin. Easy job from Yordan. Alvo foul in losing position from Marcio, winner. Will he win Pro Punja this year? Most likely. Yeah, this match was over before it was set. I was constantly trying to think that what am I missing here? Yordan is not easy to top roll. His hook setting abilities, he's like almost as good as Ivan Metushenko. It's pretty solid when it comes to setting the hook. And Marcio cannot avoid the hook. He cannot top roll. Then how is he going to beat him in a hook? No, he cannot beat him in a hook. Malani Sindhi ki hai ayo. Madha Malani. Ban Devon from Armwrestling button. There is no button there, bro. They cannot do any action by clicking there. Ryan is there this year with you in commentary. He will be commentating in English for a separate page. The rage for not competing almost for months. Yordan is angry. And now since Yordan is not going to compete at WAF, which is a drug tested event, he has no intention, no incentive to stay juice free. Like, so this could be a different version of Yordan which we are seeing right now compared to a couple of years ago. Second round, Yordan TSONEV versus Marcio Barboza. Yordan, please finish it early. End this early. Second round, Yordan on the left. Once again, puts him in a hook. Elbow foul. Wow, he got almost flash pinned, but an elbow foul saved him. This is not a close match, man. This is the biggest mismatch on the card. Can Pro Punjab ever be as huge as East versus West? I think yes. In terms of views, it's already bigger than East versus West. In terms of money, it can be. It can be in the future once the big sponsors get involved. If the league becomes big, like a Pro Kabaddi League or something like that, then it can be. There is a possibility. There is a possibility. Definitely not through the pay-per-view way. Nobody is going to purchase pay-per-views in India, but it definitely has the potential. As I just mentioned, in terms of views, it already did more than King of the Table, East versus West. In terms of revenue, it can do maybe 3-4 years from now. And by next year, when there will be auctioning, so right now every player made a fixed amount of money for a season. It's not much. It's like $1,000 for competing in one season. So in 17 days, you may have 3 matches, you may have 1 match, you may have 6-7 matches. So every player, but imagine like there are 6 teams, every team has like how many players? 18 players each, and almost everyone is going to play, and almost everyone got paid $1,000. So 180 players, and they got paid $1,000. Some arm wrestled once, some arm wrestled up to 6 times. Pradeep's commentary in PPL is fire. Wow. Yordan is pinning Marcio like a child. He's pinning me in it. Like if Yordan was to pin me, it would look pretty similar to how he's pinning Marcio. And he's big, yeah, 116 kilos. Damn, I didn't realize they had a contract where some people got paid less. Some who finished like little bit lower, their contract was for like $700-800 maybe, and the top guys were $1,000. So somewhere between that, and there were like 180 players. Other than that, commentators, other than that, referees, coaches, staff, physiotherapists, medical teams, like tons and tons of people, 180 players and probably 120 more. So 300 people got paid like $1,000 each. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Do we all agree that it's probably the best for Ryan to stick for 85 kg class? Right now, I don't see him beating Samushia. 95 is good. I think 85 will be too light for him. 95 is good. No, tennis is still free. Any tennis player can attend any tournament they like. Anyone can organize a tennis tournament. You can affiliate with the ATP, WTA, ITF, or just call an exhibition tournament. That's cool. That's cool. Overall 2 week के event में 3 करोड़ plus हुआ भाई. It is big for India. Yeah, it is big. I never thought about it that way. Like 180 players got paid about $700 to $1,000. We commentators got paid more than $1,000. Maybe the referees definitely also got paid more than $1,000. So yeah, overall we can say that 300 people, almost 300 people got paid $300,000 combined. The referees and us commentators, we had to perform every day. But the athletes, arm wrestlers, they had like on average maybe 3 matches. 3 matches in 17 days. For 3 matches in India, if you're getting $1,000, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Which pro punja athletes do you think have the best chance to go to East versus West? Danik, 80 kilos, good top roller, good top roller. Oscar Ali, good hook arm wrestler. Then who else? Sivjit Janardhan, if you put him up against a top roller, he's pretty solid too. Oh, a debt to Praveen sir and Preeti. Yeah. Not long. Your face will be. Yeah. Is that a pin? False start. Just end this match, man. Just end this match. It's just a total massacre. Yeah. Winner. Thank you. Thank you, Juditha. He's saying no doubts. Do it again. I'll redo it. Not long, and your face will be having hundreds of thousands watching you with the mic. Not the face, but the audio. Like on my Instagram page, I literally cannot scroll for more than 10 seconds until I hear my voice. Because I was the one who was mostly commentating during the matches, like with aggression, going step by step. And when people use their wins in the reels, so almost in every single match, my audio is there. So I literally cannot scroll on Instagram for more than 10 seconds before I hear my voice. And it has been like that for more than a year now. So for 1 year, every 10 seconds, whenever I'm on Instagram, I hear my voice. That's how much it is already. Siddhant Khaturiya is a big guy, man. Big guy, is tall and broad, 90 kilo category suits him well. At higher level, if there is an 85 category, I think maybe he can cut down to that as well. But he's huge. He's huge for 85 kilos. Wow, in the hook, easy pin, Yordan. Coincidental foul. Shoulders forward. I disagree with all the athletes being free because then they will have to work, which will take away from their levels if you are not being satire. Will Danik be in this year Pro Punja? Yes, he will be there. Yes, he will be there. He's going to take a lot of risks, man. He's going to take Love Judy as the referee. Best decision and the worst decision. Because problems started for us fans, as viewers, it's the best decision to see. Not to see some bald referees who irritate you when you're watching a match. Once it's Juditha in front of the camera, you can even forgive. You can even forgive a couple of mistakes. You know what I mean. So for us fans, it's really good. For them, she was banned by WAF, so things started the wrong way for them right from the beginning. And they also invited some banned athletes. That was the final nail in the coffin. Now in bad understanding with WAF and East versus West. One more warning foul. How many times does Yordan have to beat Marcio? Yordan is top 3 115 kg guy in the world along with Prudnik. Yordan was saying that when he was asked if he can be the top 10 guy in the world in super heavyweight, he said yes. So he is feeling confident. Do East versus West and King of the Table consider people as a global future competition? PPL. Not sure. But Engin and the owner of Pro Punjab League did meet at the Asian Championship last couple of weeks ago. Finally, the match is over. Yordan TSONEV pins Marcio Barboza with his total destruction. Completely. I've never seen Marcio getting beat like this by anyone. Irakli Zirakashvili did it in a similar way. So Engin and the owner of PPL, they met. They talked about something, which I don't know the details of. But yeah, there was a meeting like that a couple of weeks ago. Maybe 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. I don't exactly remember how long ago the Asian Championship was. No, not Asian. The World Championship. World Championship. Do East versus West and King of the Table. Okay. Not right now, because right now they're not inviting. But I've already warned the owner of Pro Punjab League that once next year they start inviting international players, people who like them internationally, they will stop. The organizers who like them, they will stop liking them as soon as they start inviting international talent. I have good communication. Like every single day we can talk together, the owner of Pro Punjab League and me. And next year, can you guys suggest me something while Yordan is giving his victory speech? Give me a realistic match. Don't say like Devon versus Vitali. Although they were thinking about Devon versus Vitali too. Devon versus Vitali, but then Devon has a contract now. Like that match would have been projected to Devon. So don't talk about the like top level, best level elite matches, but just one slight level below the top level matches. Suggest some matches, like suggest one match at least that you would like to see in India Pro Punjab League next season. Live on television, not pay-per-view, live, free to watch on television to millions of people. Actual television. What match would you? Devon versus Michael Todd. That has already happened. Abbas versus Orden. Man, that's a good match. That is a good match. Pradeep, I'll message Devon. Let's see. I'll message the owner and I'll message Devon. Let's see what happens. Pradeep, how did you rate the event today? Paul Italia says East versus West is boring. Knuckles Up is where it's at. Do you agree? I enjoy East versus West more than this, for sure, without a doubt, because of the higher level matches. But the production quality on this thing is better, for sure. And the delay, man, the delay. I can still understand if I'm seeing Michael Todd complain it to the referees, if I'm seeing Devon Larrett wrestle Artem Ternenko. I can still somehow not get too mad at the long breaks. But in these matches, the longer breaks, that kind of Matt Mask versus Pavlo you would like to see. I'm not sure if the promoters are going to love this match too much, but Matt Mask is definitely good. Pavlo can be cool too. Pavlo. For some reason, they couldn't invite these popular. So Rustam Babayev was already cleared by the federation, by WAF, to be there, but I think by that time it was too late. So last time Rustam Babayev's tickets were booked to be here in India. He was going to be the coach of one of the teams. So maybe a coach can also compete, an international coach. Any other suggestions? Akimbo versus Dipankar, Denik. Yeah, Akimbo versus Denik. That's a cool match right there, man. That's a cool match. Dipankar is like really, really difficult to top roll, man. So Dipankar versus Akimbo can also be cool. Dipankar sets like this shoulder forward, shooting forward. Who do you think TULLIER is not worthy of a rematch with some? Why do you think? Why do you think he deserved the first match in the first place? Forget about the rematch. What made you think that Craig TULLIER deserved the first match? Maybe he won a qualifier, yeah. So, my bad. He deserved that first match if he won that qualifier. But why do you think he deserves the second match against Samushi? But winning a qualifier does not mean that you're going to get a title match straight away. Come on, man. Devon about 236 pounds. Still, he was almost 283. Mike's almost 300. Sona versus Reno. Yordan Sona versus Reno Masic. That's cool too. Who won the Craig Tullier versus James Wall match? What am I forgetting? I think Craig Tullier won that match. Before I give the recap, let me myself give a recap to myself. Let me see if I actually remember the scores. Somebody please correct me if I am wrong with the scores on this one. Jumin versus Jason MERLO. Jason MERLO won the match 3-0, and it was not close. It was not close. 3 top rolls. Craig Tullier versus James Wall. I think it was Craig Tullier 3-0 or 3-1. What it was, please mention in the comments if somebody remembers. Toshiyuki versus Heta Morris. Toshiyuki 3-0. Ryan Bowen versus Andrey Shark 3-0. Robbie Russell got beat 3-1 by SVETAN. PLAMEM DMITROV versus Marcio 3-0 destruction. Then Yordan defeated Marcio. 3-3 Craig. What do you mean 3-2? Okay, 3-2 it was. Yeah, so was it 2-2? Then there was a foul. Yeah, no. Yes, it was that match. It was 2-2 and James Wall was making a comeback, I guess, and then a foul. Now I remember, yeah. Ryan Bowen versus Mindaugas Teresitis. At 77, Teresitis at 77 kg. Ryan, I think, would need to be bigger than 95 for this match. I think he would need to be over 100 kilos. Then it will be an amazing match. Abhas versus Bacho. Come on, bro. Bacho is on another level. Bacho is a different level human being. He gave Samusha a decent fight. No. Who hasn't given Samusha a decent fight? Like, who was the one who got destroyed by Samusha? Everybody gives a decent fight to Samusha, right? What anti-hooker would face Yordan? Seems unstoppable. Devon? Michael Todd versus TSONEV. Book it, Engin. That seems to be a good match. Engin cannot book it because TSONEV is banned. Marcio versus Lars, Sago, Bowen versus Mindaugas, and Bowen against Levan is the same match. At any rate, Aryan versus Orden. No, Aryan would get destroyed by Orden. Wait, no, bro. Aryan is not even 80 kilos. Say he weighs somewhere around like 78 kilos, maybe 79. Can you make it happen that Pro Panja gives left hand super matches? Not at the league, but at some other smaller events, yes, but not at a league, not now. He's a big human. 78 viewers is still watching, guys. Thanks for joining, and please, before you leave, please hit the thumbs up if you can. And if you have not subscribed already, please consider subscribing as well. The stream right now has 1,444 views, 44%. Average view duration is 9 minutes, 75 likes only. That's disappointing. That should be at least 100. Chat revenue, little over $10. $10. Do you know why Milo is not committing to arm wrestling yet? I don't know. Pradeep, Hermes will beat Gennady in February, then take the belt from Levan. Do you agree? It's possible, but you're already assuming that Gennady will beat Michael. Is that what you're saying? I will drop a list of suggestions on your DM. Thank you. There will be at least one super match, international, good level super match. Like if the Devon and Levan and these matches are tier 1, there will be a tier 2 super match. Bowen versus Whisperer seems quite even. No, bro, no. Bowen is too strong for the Whisperer. Next year, Bowen versus Orden will be cool. It will be cool to see. Next year. This year, there will be only Indian matches. So guys, thanks for watching. 83 still watching, 79 likes. You guys are awesome. I'll show you an ad before I let you leave. And bye, I'll see you again. Stream was good.